about this concept of you have to go like with that flow, because if you don't go try to go that straight line, yeah, you usually don't make it because there's a lot of rocks and shit on the way. So you have to be in tune with the flow.
True. So true. Yeah, that's so true. You
Yeah,
gotta keep your way along, you know?
yeah, like they talk about like, yeah, the flow will guide you around every obstacle because yeah, you don't see that shit coming. So there's no way you can plan for it, honestly. So this flow is that path of ease, and it yeah, it's just like a lot smoother than like crashing and stopping and starting over. It's just like, yeah, that flow that will carry you like seamlessly to the other side. um yeah, just tuning into that, and crossing them riverbanks with yeah, just a lot of flow instead of crashing into them rocks.
Yeah, J Debbie.
Be like a nerd. Just like a Yeah, I was laughing at that today and the past few nights, just the way that I've been going crazy, just documenting stuff and like different books. Like I have this book, I document this here, and like I've been writing my daily reading because that's something I would always try to like make a note of in my planner. And then, yeah, I was like, I just want to make a separate page for this. So I literally write like the date and then write whatever themes came up in my daily reading, which is Devi Mahatmya and the Wolves book. So yeah, it's literally those two things every day. And yeah, I noticed how many times, must have been like at least 5, 6 times I would try to put my journal. I have my journal, which I record that plus actually just write in like journaling. And then I have my planner, which I tried to write more like what I did that day. Um, so yeah, I basically have two different books, but like multiple sections in books where I write different kinds of things. And I kept going back over to my books. I would write stuff and update stuff and then go do stuff. And I'd be like, oh, I got to go document this, or like, oh, I'm listening to this kind of music now, or this artist and this music. Like literally all the aspects of what I'm doing, like what I'm watching, what I'm reading, what I'm listening to, in addition to just like how I'm feeling and what the fuck I'm actually doing, you know. But yeah, all those kind of, it's like background details, but it's, yeah, the support along the way. Those are all things like aspects of Devi life, you know, music, shit that we watch, which is also another form of medicine. So music medicine, watching stuff medicine, like reading books medicine. All these, yeah.
Debbie speaks to us and like sends the messages that we're looking for, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, we're so perceptive. I feel like that's what my gratitude journal pages end up looking like. It's just, yeah, I'm looking all these little, yeah, moment to moment receptions of like, wow, yeah, I was really like asking or wondering or looking for that, and it comes through. And yeah, like you said, maybe a song or a show episode or a moment with nature, whatever longer moments day to day.
Yeah, nature too. That's exactly what I was thinking of when you were saying that. So that's another thing I write is all the animals, like specific animal medicine. Like today I wrote gators because I saw the alligators. And yeah, I started my day with hummingbird. Um, there was oh, a really tiny baby lizard and my my little fern plant, which is not a fern and it's not little anymore. But yeah, that fern looking plant, there was just, yeah, it was a real small, like the size of my pinky, basically lizard just actually like chilling in it the way that I have the branches kind of folded over. Yeah, there was like a little like soft cave looking area where it was just chilling in there. And I didn't even notice it there because I was like taking care of all the plants around that one. And then I was about to go get that one next. And then all of a sudden I saw it and then it saw me see it because it had been watching me, obviously, but I just like didn't notice it. So yeah, I really connected with it and we were just looking at each other for a while and it was, yeah, it was so cute. So yeah, there was the hummingbird, that little lizard, and then a really pretty yellow and black butterfly.
Mm, wow. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of allies.
Yeah.
Got a refill, mate. Stay hydrated.
All right now. Stay moist.
Yeah, I gotta let my scalp some more.
You know what I was laughing about earlier too? The concept of 9 to 5s and 8 to 5s, and I was just like, that just sounds so stupid to work that many hours in a day. And yeah, like realizing the length of our meetings lately, I was like, we've been doing that and often also more than that. So I think that's really funny because when I think about like doing work, I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to work more than just like a few hours a day, like I don't know, 3 hours a day sounds good to me. Um, so yeah, when people talk about working like yeah, 8, 9 hours a day, 12 hours a day. I'm like, that sounds so crazy. But yeah, that's a really nice thing to realize about Devi Life because I've been hearing that for years. People say when you're doing the work that you love, it doesn't feel like work. And I'm like, yeah, but yeah, you still gotta work. But for real, all of this, like it's 3 o'clock in the morning here, and I have notebooks and pens and yeah, Devi on the line and yeah, books and pens on my bed. Just nobody's like making us do this. Like we're just, Devi's just like,
Yeah.
you know, we're just choosing to be like it's basically almost midnight over there. It's 3 a.m. here. Like we're literally just choosing to be on the phone, like taking notes.
You have important work to do. Take notes, partner. Madam Secretary, get your notes out. We got an empire to run. Got some excuses to make.
What we gonna eat? What we gonna eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually been remembering those like really wild creative vortexes where sleep is just like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like, yeah, those sleepless creative vortices. So yeah, I remember when we'd be creating, I was remembering LA specifically, but I know we've, yeah, been and done that so much here and there. But yeah, I was just remembering LA, that apartment with Chris, writing, making music, just film editing. Like we would just be up like literally the whole day, like a whole day, just working on stuff. And yeah, like nobody was making us, like it wasn't, our lives depended on it in any way. It was just, yeah, that I guess compelling in that time to like just do that. So yeah, I've just been remembering that feeling of how satisfying that is to be like in that timeless creative vortex vibes where, yeah, so in the moment.
Yeah, I just keep getting flashbacks of being in the clubhouse all night, like working on a film script, or like, yeah, let's just write a film script real quick, or like the storyboards for a film script. Let's just stay up one night and just, yeah, casually do that. Yeah.
Yeah, or edit a white boys film script that we got the connect from the Hare Krishna temple, homie, and let's just edit a movie script and get a couple hundred real quick, go drink some those.
Oh, I forgot about that, Ben. Oh my goodness.
We was out there flipping movie edits, we was doing some shit. We was doing some shit.
We
Shut
were we were manifesting like, yeah, like I just heard Jasmine's book title, like Manifest Like Bliss. Like we were manifesting like bliss, just
yeah.
really, yeah, just such ease everywhere we went, everything that we wanted just constantly kept showing up.
Yeah.
Um, I was also been thinking about fucking Bonnaroo, like that trip and that girl Mandy. Like I've actually the past few days in a row, and I've been remembering like Brenda and Gabe from San Diego, and I was like, you fucking live in San Diego now.
Been thinking about all of this too. I've really, yeah, yeah.
I
Mhm.
go to dispensaries all the time, and like that was so mind blowing that she went into a dispensary with our money and just came out with stuff. And yeah, just like how crazy what she was, and like the whole drive there.
Like,
And like,
survive
I don't remember.
that.
Yeah, like also I don't remember anything about that Bonnaroo. All I remember is the fucking drive there and the fucking drive back. Like I don't remember that Bonnaroo. I don't even know who we saw. Like I really just don't remember anything in between. But I just remember leaving her ass at a fucking Walmart with a bunch of black dudes in Tennessee, and then like we all just like drove back home in her car and then went our separate ways. Like it was really crazy.
It's like that feeling like, yeah, we survived that. Like, good job. Yeah.
I really felt like we were gonna die on the way there. She was driving like a fucking maniac through those like mountain roads.
Yeah. I had never that seriously contemplated the possibility of, all right, yeah, I might just go in this like car ride. So yeah, that whole thing just seems like a really crazy movie. A really crazy movie.
Like we were at her house for hours. We got there in the afternoon. The sun was out. And she
So
just kept fucking around for hours, and then we like left at nighttime. I keep remembering those details. And she was like, yeah, be at my house. Like, and she was like real like specific and like, yeah, be at my house. And so we all got there. And then, yeah, she had like nothing ready and told us a bunch of weird ass like sex stories. And like everybody was just like, whoa. And like that should have signaled everybody. But
Yeah. Oh
just
my God. I don't remember any of that. I was like, why did we yeah, how did we just stay there for that long, you know? Like,
we're just like, yeah, let's get going, let's get going. And but like, yeah, we were just like following her around room to room, and she's like maniacally packing her shit up and telling us crazy stories. And like all of a sudden these adults show up, and like I got the vibe that she wasn't supposed to be there. Do you remember that? Like right before we were leaving, like I think it was like whoever lived there, the adults, like her dad and like step parent, like somebody showed up right at the end. And yeah, it just got like progressively more and more uncomfortable, that whole fucking
oh my God. I don't remember anyone showing up, but I just remember sitting there feeling like it was such a waste of time. Like,
yeah,
I
because
was like, yeah, like we just rushed so much and didn't do so much. And then we just sat around like watching her fuck around for hours.
yeah, because we were still like, even once we got out to the car, she still took forever like organizing her shit into the car. So we were outside of the house for a really fucking long time too. And then the thing about Gabe and Brenda, Gabe was Mexican, so he's just like getting drunk, and he's getting like progressively more and more crunk and just fucked up. And he thinks the white girl's like funny. And like me, you, and Brenda aren't drunk. And so we're just like, yeah, like this is really fucking weird. But we all really want to go to Bonnaroo, and we're already this far. So I guess we should just get in the car with her.
Oh, like we all had fucking cars though. That's the crazy thing, you know? Like,
But we all had our reasons for why we didn't want to take our own, so we just went with that bitch, you know. So yeah, just choices, you know, choices.
sounds like sacrifices, Mia.
No more sacrifices, me. Like for real.
serious, serious compromises. Like,
If my dad told me some shit like that, I would just be like, why was that? Why did you think that was an option? Just that's all I would want to know. Like, just why did you think that was an option? Just, yeah, no more sacrificing. Yeah.
the only, yeah, I only went to two Bonnaroos. Yeah. So the two Bonnaroos that I went to before that, it was just me and you. You know, we literally drove ourselves from Florida to Tennessee.
Three. That was your.
What?
We went to two in Florida.
That's what I'm saying. The two Bonnaroos that I went to, they were both with you, just me and you.
Oh, you
Like we
mean
took
that one?
and yeah, that one is like, yeah, like we had the same fucking car probably that we, you know, it's just like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just I
Yeah.
really don't understand. Like, yeah, that's really crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we had our trusty Corolla, you know, like that baby took us like all the way across country, all up and down the coast, the West Coast. But yeah, we just couldn't take our car, and we really needed a ride to some random person on Craigslist. So yeah.
Did we pay for gas? Like, why did we feel like I'm like,
We all just split the gas along the way, but honestly, we realized that she didn't have any money and kept bullshitting. So it was just like, yeah, basically everybody else besides her taking turns putting gas in the car. And then it ended up,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, if us four could have split the
yeah,
gas,
way. Like we could have just taken our car and split the fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was just a lot of options that we just like didn't have the perception to see. Like, just what a shift in perception will open up doors for possibilities too. But there was no other way. We just had to go with her.
See, and that's exactly what I read today about the little matchstick girl. She feels she doesn't have choices, and because she feels she doesn't have choices, she just like, yeah, sells out, you know? She just dies inside, basically, you know?
Mhm.
The wild, that's what she said, wild woman would always know what to do next, you know? The instincts intact.
Right. Yeah, there, yeah, with that healthy like instincts, intuition, there's always many roads, many options available.
Yeah, and like good feeling, healthy, safe one. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's deep though. Fucking Brenda and Gabe though. I've I knew he was I knew he was Mexican, but I don't remember him drinking, but I have been remembering just all of that because he all in San Diego now.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, because yeah, at first everybody was really impatient, but then like she offered us drinks. Nobody wanted to drink except for him. So yeah, he got like progressively like fucked up while he was waiting. So he was like good and chilling. But yeah, the rest of us, yeah, just
Yeah.
we smoked a lot on the journey too. I remember like we smoked a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of had to, like, just
Yeah.
with all the bullshit that was going on. Like,
Yeah, she wouldn't let anybody drive, and there was a part where she started falling asleep and getting really sleepy.
the details just keep getting more stupid.
Yeah, she had really bad control issues.
Yeah, I remember this one stop. We just stopped for a really long time and she was just going completely mental. And we all just like, yeah, we are all just in different parts scattered all around this dusty, empty lot in the middle of nowhere. And she was just losing her shit basically. I just remember sitting there thinking like, I don't know how the hell we gonna pull all of this together and like get the fuck back on the road. Like everybody was, yeah, just, yeah, and really, yeah. We made it and we made it back on the road, but yeah, that was a extra long fucking break where we just weren't going anywhere. We're just like literally there. And she
Yeah,
was crazy.
yeah. So yeah.
See, that's the kind of thing, like the perfect example. I remember Anthony asked me one time, one of the first times we hung out, he's like, yeah, he asked me about a crazy story, but the way he worded it was like, yeah, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you? Or like, what's the crazy, like, just tell me the craziest story you have, basically. I just, yeah, it's like, I was like,
Jeez.
what?
What a conversation starter. Tell me the crazy story. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like his psychological ass was, yeah, yeah, he is like a therapist or whatever, but yeah, just like what's the best way to get to know somebody?
Yeah.
Um, so I remember I didn't realize it, but I was just sitting there thinking because I actually had to think about it. And then, yeah, I didn't realize how much time had passed. And I just kept thinking because, like I said, he said crazy as he didn't just say a crazy story. So I was literally sitting there for a really long time trying to think about the craziest and like, well, literally the kind of shit that's going through my mind. And then he just like interrupted and was just like, damn, like you really like thinking hard about this. Like you must have like lived through a lot of crazy shit if it's taking you this long to think of, yeah, what is actually the craziest story and like how much crazy shit have you done?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of crazy stories, and yeah, we've lived through a lot, my friend.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, because honestly, there's details that are so crazy that I don't even want to say them out loud. Like they're that type of crazy. So I'm just like, yeah, like that's some stories right there. And that's yeah, like I said, that's just one. That's just one. I've got stories that'll curl even your father's greasy hair. There's got stories about your father that curl even your greasy hair.
That added such a new dimension to that whole scene. I was like, whoa, your father's greasy.
Oh yeah. I think I'm having my HP withdrawals, mate. Uh,
You slipping up on your Harry Potter game?
Me and Mike got both. I've been catching both of us like talking about something, and then we're like, wait, no, no, that's no. And I'm just like, damn, yeah, we're slipping up. I've been saying that to her, like this is unacceptable, man. We're slipping up. Like we gotta get back on it. She feels that way about her learning. Like she was trying to, I don't know, she was trying to do something with like numbers the other day, and she was like, oh, wow, like this she basically was like, yeah, this isn't acceptable. Like I'm gonna do some of my lessons tomorrow. So yeah, she like did some like school lessons that yeah, nobody's asking or requiring of her, but she just like yeah, she didn't want to be slipping. Like she didn't like that feeling of like she was like slipping on her like basic math. So yeah, she got up on her school and like did some lessons because yeah, she didn't like that feeling of like slipping up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Davey. I think it's just time to go ahead and put it out there. You know, people that like it, they can like it. People that don't, just send it right back. Just leave it alone. You know, and just go ahead and start helping our people and getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Just been doing the damn thing, been getting vibrationally paid for it, but you know, now it's time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't have to shout it from the mountaintop. We can just shout it right here into our little phones, you know, and just let them know. Just communicate that. Um, yeah, Devi Life is here, happening, and yeah, yeah, that's something specific that Logic said in that last little clip I sent you, that most recent video he made. And he was just like, yeah, we gotta let him know, you know. Yeah, you know, he was responding to certain current affairs, events. Um, but yeah, you know, just that vibe of like what's okay, what's not okay, and this is us. We here, you know. We runs this. Mm-hmm. I can't see your face. This is just like the bar on my phone. Oh, it was better just now, a second ago. It's like where the recording bar is on my phone. So yeah, that's better. At least I can see your face. Okay. All right now. All right now. Yeah. Yeah, I was like any more like this, it'll just slip down. So it's pretty wouldn't want that. Yeah, Debbie. Oh, I just felt it in my eyes, mate. Yeah, I'm just really pleased. Just a quick glance over the notes, and yeah, we just look out, because we runs this and we here, you know, Devi Life. Mm-hmm. Welcome home. Yeah, welcome home. I just for real straight up been seeing the merch popping off too. Like I just yeah, so many visions coming through. I'm really excited. Yeah. Me too. Me too. And yeah, I've been like having those like lounging around, imagining like, yeah, like those sort of fun work days, like picking out colors and fonts and shit. Yeah. Looks like we're synergizing, partner. Yeah, so yeah, so yeah, we are doing the work. This is the work. So yeah. It's no wonder we're always so tired and exhausted. You know, it's like look at all the work we lounge around doing. You know, that's the majority of the work. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is our work. This is our work that we here for, you know. This is what we about, you know. So this is what brings us our joy, our purpose, our passion, all that, our fun and fulfillment and satisfaction. So makes sense that this is, you know, just got a lot of great abundance rolling in from us lounging around. taking notes, taking toast.
Mhm.
Um, just here we are.
We are.
Are
Yeah.
we're in Shawtex, Shotna.
Yeah. Just let's get it started in here, Sharna. Um, or yeah, let's just go on and get into that Shark Text and just really ease on up in there.
I realized I was like propped up on my arms, and I was like, damn, I tensed out my my upper back and kind of shoulder blades and didn't realize it. So I was just laying here, just letting everything
Yeah,
realign.
yeah, go on and release all that. Release all that. Yeah, I don't feel like I have the body strength to do that. It's like just a really not comfortable position for me. Like, yeah, it gives me tension right away. I don't like it.
I've never, I guess I thought that's like a position that I do often, but maybe I haven't been doing stuff like that. Yeah, because yeah, the effect that had on my back, I don't think that's happened before.
I feel like I do see you do that, but maybe just not when you're this tired and your body's so relaxed, like right before bed.
That's what I think it is. Yeah, just I feel like my body was so relaxed I didn't even realize. I'm so blazed.
When you're more awake and alert, you can support that. But yeah, you're probably like, yeah, just really, really ready to rest. It's a little bit more strenuous than your body was trying to get into right now.
This is not like a 3 a.m. pose,
Really
like
not like 3 p.m. pose, maybe.
that's what I heard. And then I thought about 3 p.m. naps.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, honestly, that's the point of the day where I'm like, yeah, actually, I need a break. So I was like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, for real though, Debbie. Such a satisfying meeting, for real. Just so satisfying.
Burping and confirmation. Yeah, I feel very satisfied and pleased. Yeah, for real. Feeling a lot of great momentum of just like what we're focusing on, and yeah, just all our constant parallels, like everything we share. I feel like we're both yeah, just on a lot of real similar vibes of like what we're choosing to focus on and study and devote our time and energy to. So yeah, and then of course there's those things that we don't know about, and then we get to learn like new things to check out. And so yeah, but yeah, just mostly it feels real good. Like we're just right there in tune, partner. We
Yeah,
got
we're so twinning every day. Yeah, all our updates are so twinning updates. Like
uh,
we eating the same food at the same time. Like, yeah.
yeah, even your dinner, even though it looked way different, I was like, yeah, we both eating corn. Yeah.
Corn. Yeah, corn, onion, and potatoes. I realized that too. I was like, yeah, our lunch and just both of our meals today. And yeah, did you say you had a smoothie too? Yeah, we literally had all the same food today. Except, like, because I did wake up at sunrise. I had chai and like nasto. I had chiodo. But like, what tea was that? It was a herbal tea, but it was pumpkin spice. So yeah, that's what I made myself real early. And yeah, just like I said, came back and watched Laziki videos and then laid down and watched some more and fell asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched her before I fell asleep, and it was, yeah, it wasn't like that hour, but yeah, it was like my morning, like late night, early morning here last night. Yeah, I was watching her, vibing with her before bed.
Yeah, I really like watching her videos when I'm trying to fall asleep and just, yeah, I want to watch exactly that kind of specific vibe, like Devi Life vibes, but I don't really want to hear people talking and like dialogue and shit.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of other Asian Debbie's that have come up that, yeah, it's just like they're kind of like daily vlogs, but yeah, they don't talk, and it's just like really pretty. Yeah, that kind of nature beauty activities, and yeah, there's no talking, so it's just, yeah, very pretty and soothing to the eyes and mind kind of vibes. I've been actually thinking about that, and then yeah, vlogs that or videos that say silent vlog just really recently started popping up, and yeah, it made me realize like, okay, yeah, people are doing that because yeah, I wasn't feeling the ASMR vibes, but honestly, I've been wanting to make silent vlogs, but yeah, I thought it might be weird, or I just, yeah, I didn't know if people would actually want to watch that. And I thought about, well, that's, yeah, something that I like to watch, you know. But I just didn't think about it in that concept, you know, like that's why I like Laziki's videos, because it, yeah, I never, they don't use vlog in the title, so I never thought of it as a vlog because she's not actually talking, but yeah, it basically is a daily vlog of what she be doing in a day, you know, or a night. So Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's really, yeah, like the moments where I just be sitting outside for a really long time with nature and all the things that I see and the sounds and everything. I really like to capture those moments and share that. But I'm not talking or really saying anything, and I'm not really trying to be on the camera in those moments. So yeah, I've been wanting to just make straight up like nature videos and just like show people, you know.
yeah. I actually really love Fairyland Cottages, her little story things that pop up. Because a lot of times she'll just like record like her creek, or like she's going through her forest and for a walk, and she's not talking, it's just a silent nature video. So I definitely like and appreciate those because, yeah, for the first time, or not the first time, but yeah, I typically live in a very nature, like straight up mountain sort of home, like nature. So yeah, where I'm at right now, I'm not in nature as much as I would like to be. So I really like and appreciate watching people who like actually are in nature, like where you are, you know?
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's another thing with the whole situation and all that. I know a lot of people just straight up miss nature, so I just be feeling so blessed every day out here. I'm like, yeah, I just really want to share it. I gotta share this light.
Yeah. Yeah, I think about places I've lived over the years, and I'm like, yeah, they were like stunningly beautiful. And yeah, I wasn't like, I have lots of videos, but I was like, yeah, I didn't like consider that because I guess I was so used to like living in wild nature that it took me like being back in like a city vibe, where yeah, it's more like, yeah, the concrete jungle versus like greenery. And now it makes me realize like, damn, yeah, I was just sitting in houses like that for years, like literally in the mountains. And yeah, I just didn't realize how much people need that sometimes, you know, because it was so normal for me. um
But yeah, now that that's not like a part of my like normal living situation, yeah, I feel that of like, yeah, city people like really fucking need to see nature, even if they're not like in it themselves, like at least like observing it somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so important, like such a great source of support for all our health, especially mental and emotional, you know. And it's everything, yeah, like that instant spiritual connection, because it's literally spirit in all of nature, you know. So yeah, it's so nourishing.
Yeah, yeah.
And nature. All right, May. Yeah, I'm excited. I've been thinking about like manifesting some kind of little tripod, you know, to capture some scenes more easily. Like I said, I have my little donut thing. I could use that, but yeah, it would be nice to have something that adds height automatically.
Yeah, yeah. I've been thinking about that like for a long time. I remember even when we went to Aruba, I have recordings of just the birds there. Um, just yeah, literally like putting the phone on the window because the birds were so fucking cute there. So, um, yeah, and every time I'm yeah hearing the birds over there where you're at, I think about that. I'm like, yeah, recordings of those would be really cute. And then yeah, I saw that yeah again on the Fairyland Cottage. She has like nature recordings. It'll be like yeah like 44-minute like of just like the river or like birds or just whatever. But yeah, just kind of like naturescapes, you know. I feel like that's really nice to have one in the background, especially if you can't get out to nature, you know, just having that kind of stuff on in the background. I really like that.
Yeah, I actually have all of that. I have recordings of the river. I have recordings of the rain. I have recordings of thunderstorms. I have recordings of the birds too. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot of that stuff on the phone.
I bet. That's what I'm saying. I bet. I bet you got all of that. So yeah, I've been thinking about that for a while. But yeah, it got real evidently clear when I moved here of like, yeah, because up until this move, like, yeah, I feel like I was still in nature, like wild mountain somewhere, you know? So yeah, this is, yeah, it's just way different.
Yeah, I also appreciate you sharing that too, because yeah, I keep still thinking about, yeah, just that idea of thinking like, yeah, I'm really gonna be living in St. Augustine by by our birthday next month, you know, and just yeah, part of me just being like, yeah, have a hot day and like just I'm done living here and yeah, wanting to just like rush away from here and closer to the beach and a house. And yeah, there are more natural spots, but yeah, I've also just been realizing the people aspect, like yeah, more people and less nature other than when you're at the straight up beach. So yeah, I've just been yeah, it's been making me really appreciate all of this so much more and yeah, I guess not be so quick to just like, yeah, impulsively leave it behind without, yeah, without the vibrational alignment, you know, like leaving something really good for something that's like not as aligned.
Right, right. And I feel like, yeah, at least, yeah, that just kind of those check-ins of, yeah, are the positives and the negatives that we can see, like definitely, like, yeah, usually, I mean, obviously, if it's an unsafe, like toxic sort of vibe thing, that's different. But just generally, like, yeah, usually there is a lot more positive aspects going on to cash in on, you know. Yeah, it's funny. I was just one of the Abes I was listening to earlier today. They were laughing at how yeah, we just tend to focus on that one thing that ain't working when there's lots of things that are. So just yeah, the mind's tendency to do that. And so um yeah, I'll say definitely like yeah, where you're at, mate. I'll say it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty ideal there, you know. Today I woke up from a fucking nap and literally had just been lounging there already for maybe like 15, 20 minutes. I was like up and getting ready to get up. And then Ma just comes knocking on the door like, Kasha, I was like, yeah, I just bought some groceries in. Can you put them away, please? And I was just like, yeah, okay, sure. And yeah, I wasn't like in a rush to get up or anything. But yeah, like I hadn't peed or gone washed up or any of that. So I took my time, took care of me first, did all of that. She was gone by the time I even like actually got out of bed. She literally just like brought everything in. And yeah, she kind of muttered like as she was walking away, like asking, like, yeah, can you help me bring them in too? And then I didn't respond to that because I was like, I'm not allowed to do that. I really have to pee. Like, I can't just like rush into action right now. So yeah, I just laid around and then took my time. And when I was putting them all away, before even that, before I got out of bed, I just laid there and shifted it right away because I was like, I really didn't want to get out of bed and like just start putting away groceries for a while, you know? But yeah, I was like, that doesn't feel good. So then I was like, if everything that's happening is for me and there's something good always for me, then what is it? And I was like, oh, the fact that she probably just brought home everything that I've been wanting from the grocery store and mentally been thinking about, but didn't do shit. Like, I didn't get into a car, I didn't drive to town, I didn't put on a mask and go out in public. And like, yeah, I didn't pay for any. I just literally like just she brought it all into the house, into the kitchen, and all I had to do was like put it away. That's so wild to me right now. That's how magical it must be for Micah. She just shows up and the house is magically full of her favorite things when she shows up every week. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Debbie. Wow. And like the only thing I had done before that nap was like wake up, notice that it's sunrise, lay around and to try to check in, am I gonna get up or go back to sleep? And then felt a really clear impulse to get up. And it was right after Ma had been in the kitchen and then right before Pa got up and went into the kitchen. So it was literally this perfect window where I just made my own chai and nasto and then slipped back into my room. Literally as I heard motion entering the living room and kitchen area again. And yeah, I just slipped back into my room to watch Laziki. And then I took a nap and woke up to the groceries thing. That's all I had done that today. Like, wow, what a big day. I did have a headache, so I shifted some mental and emotional shit, but I'm oversimplifying it. But objectively, yes, that's what I did. Like, yeah. 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 Yeah, you're worthy. You know, you don't have to do anything. You know, just yeah. Really little and received a lot. You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, seriously, like one of the aides that I was listening to, a lot of the comments, like people were like laughing of like, okay, yeah, I get it, like chill more. Like that was literally what they were just trying to yell is like, y'all seriously just need to chill the fuck out. Like y'all doing too much. Y'all stressing too much, y'all bugging too much. Like y'all just really chill the fuck out, you know? So yeah, a lot of people are like laughing about like yeah finally hearing it like yeah like okay I get it, just chill out more. And yeah, I feel great. Just yeah, take a nap and then groceries show up. Like that sounds real cool. That sounds real cool. I'm trying to get into that receptive mode. Like, I really, really like the sound of that. Yeah, thank you. I'm really glad I said something because, yeah, honestly, I've been wanting to talk to somebody about that. Just, yeah, and I do try to keep that in perspective of like, okay, realistically, it's just one moment here and there where I get like extremely strongly triggered, and I'm like, man, fuck this. I got to get out of here. I'm too old for this shit. And then, yeah, there's so many blessings like that. Like, just been getting handed like mangoes already peeled and sliced for me, just like slices of, yeah, just stuff like that that I realize I'm like, I just wouldn't do this kind of stuff for myself because it takes too long for me and it's not worth my energy. But yeah, like she made, yeah, that dinner, you saw that plate tonight. Really just, yeah, all of that kind of stuff. I gotta really remember that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, those I gotta just, yeah, just keep it all into perspective. Like you said, weigh it, and I definitely feel like the pros and the positive outweighs the just, yeah, moments of contrast that come up. Yeah, Debbie, I've been really going through that too, like specifically with home and all of that as well. And I feel like that's such a core thing of feeling like, I gotta get out of here, you know, and then it's like, yeah, when we have a shift in perception of like, or just what we're focusing on, you know, we'll see like, yeah, that's just like where my focus was of like, yeah, just that area that's, yeah, it's not pleasing or uncomfortable, but there's so many other areas that are. So, yeah, I've been doing that too a lot with, yeah, certain dynamics and shit that's been coming up around the home regarding like freedom and safety and all of that. Yeah, all of that for real. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, yeah, I feel like we do, both of us. Yeah, there are challenges, but I feel like, yeah, there's so much alignment, you know, more than anything because of what we've already lived and clarified that, yeah, I feel like we're in a really good place for where we've been and for what's next, you know, more specifically. So, yeah, like this is remembering this is where we've been wanting to be for so long. So don't be so quick to like jump to what's next and like fuck it up, like fuck everything up, this and that, you know. Yeah, I've been catching myself in all of this. Yeah, because yeah, a lot of stuff, all that stuff got triggered really intensely, like this past lunar cycle. Um, yeah, so yeah, there are days where literally, yeah, I felt like the beef of like a Devi just trying to ceremony, but there's like, yeah, the masculine, like loud and drunk, and that's okay. So yeah, there's just like all those sort of triggers that were coming up, and yeah, I had to really talk to myself of like, yeah, those ask for those shifts in perception because I was like, I know to like the core of me, I'm so happy and aligned and blessed to be here. But I was like, I just like have these triggers that are like kind of blocking that the view of that, you know? Um, and so yeah, I just kept asking for help, like shifting those and like easing into things, you know, and yeah, today like that. Yeah, I have been feeling like just really laying low and sensitive to like, yeah, it's just like the the constant loud man energy around here. And so yeah, I've been kind of slipping in and out when I notice it's like still and quiet. And today I was like just getting ready to go back inside. And then all of a sudden I had an impulse to like check on one more thing in the garden. And then by a bunch of like, yeah, the dude showed up and I was almost gonna be like, and then I was like, no, fuck that. I'm just gonna say hey and go in. And then yeah, Yeah, basically Yesenia's dad, like he came and like was like, "Oh, hey, like where's your daughter?" I was like, "She's with her dad." And he came back with like two popsicles for me and her. He was like, "Hey, one for your daughter when she comes back." But yeah, he
Yeah.
bought a box of like Mexican like coconut popsicles, and so
Mm.
it's like handed me some popsicles for us. So it's like the little things like that of like, yeah, I'm
Mm.
used to feeling like kind of like driven out, pushed away, and like, yeah, just kind of like that shunned sort of feeling where I think like I just tend to do that to myself. And nobody's like actually trying to do that. But yeah, I've been noticing I've been like, yeah, emotional in my head, and just, yeah, the stories have gotten out of hand of what is and what isn't actually happening and all of that. So, yeah, I've just been like, yeah, do my best to not even focus on all that and just focus on like, yeah, my inner spiritual connection. And then, yeah, I've been feeling the outer stuff shift, and yeah, just seeing more and more evidence of like, yeah, the choices I'm making and the where I'm choosing to focus and like how it's playing out around me, you know. Yeah, just seeing the correlations of all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we have been making a lot of powerful choices in the moment, and because we're making those shifts and even just allowing space for that, we've been able to like actually shift patterns and make new choices, in the moment, like respond differently, respond from a place of like a clear inner connection, um, based on the past. So, yeah, that's really great. Yeah, just two popsicles, but yeah, everything behind it. Yeah, that's really meaningful.
Yeah. Yeah, because a few days ago, like when I wasn't feeling so great, yeah, I was like really going through a lot of stuff like mentally. Yeah, I basically like heard yeah, like yeah, basically like shit talking jokes about me. So I was just, yeah, it was just like about like smoking. And so I was just, yeah, I felt really hurt and
Big,
offended.
big cheese.
Yeah, I felt really hurt and offended and upset, and I was already triggered about a bunch of shit. So, yeah, I have been feeling very extra like sensitive and protective and withdrawn, you know, and yeah,
Mhm.
just, yeah, not feeling comfortable or at ease necessarily. And so, yeah, I've been realizing that I was like, I'm literally getting ready to go home. It's the cancer season. And yeah, I've just been feeling all these old ass dynamics of like, I don't feel like I belong. I don't feel like welcome here. And yeah, I'm like choosing to like say like I belong here. I'm choosing to be like, no, I deserve to be here. I'm welcome here. And yeah, this is my home for right now, you know, and just, yeah,
Mhm.
just talk to myself because I was realizing I was like, yeah, just things that happen here and there. I started to feel like, yeah, that's sort of like flipping out, like the, yeah, the panic of like, oh, where do I go? What do I do? Of like, yeah, just, yeah, not seeing clearly, and yeah, falling into that story of like, oh no, like, I'm being like attacked or whatever. And just, yeah, I was like, none of that's happening. Like, all that was just going on in my head for days because I was like, yeah, out of it. And yeah, it's just nice to be back, you know, just welcome home, you know, welcome home, and in the right mind, you know. So,
Yeah. Jane Devi. I just really feel you on all of that because yeah, it just like really puts it into perspective hearing you say it. I've been feeling back here, and yeah, I'm like, that's like not what's going on here. Like, that's just what my mind is making it into. But
Yeah, my parents aren't trying to attack me and hurt me. Like, I'm just perceiving that that's what they're doing. They're actually trying their fucking best and hardest to love me and be loving towards me. They're just really ignorant and don't know. So, yeah, everything that they're doing that is hurtful to me is like they're really not trying to hurt. Like the door thing is such a perfect example of that. Like they were worried about me, which means they care about me and they really love me. And yeah, I completely just like flipped out on them and yelled at them, because I needed to. But yeah, that's like a side effect of not having like that healthy balance of like actually yelling and expressing whenever I do need to, just all the time. So it's like, yeah, situation like that, it escalated for everyone involved. It didn't need to go down like that, but it also kind of did. So yeah.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah, because I haven't yelled at anybody, but I feel like I've done the opposite, which is just like really withdraw, and they're all like very friendly and social. So I feel like actually that hurts maybe even more than yelling with certain people is like not talking to them. Um,
Melissa says that too in the book. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, I feel that same way of like I didn't like yell at anybody, but just like that feeling of like, yeah, like yeah, an absence of communication that hurts the same to me, so or even more actually. So yeah, I've
Yeah.
been feeling that with them because I know they get a lot of joy from like yeah, just like a Devi's presence and yeah, just Devi's presence. And yeah, when I'm like in a good place, I feel like yeah, they appreciate that energy. They don't necessarily get like healthy, kind, like women energy.
Mhm.
I feel like when I'm in a good, healthy place and inspired to, I feel like it's nice. I appreciate connecting with them. But yeah, I was feeling that this past week or two of like, yeah, it hasn't felt like, yeah, just it's just felt off. Yeah,
Mhm.
figured about, yeah, just the clash of belief systems and all of that. So it's like, yeah, it's just challenging because everybody's like valid in their perspective, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, we're at that place of like just not willing to like, yeah, kind of compromise or make ourselves allow ourselves to feel bad. So it's just like, yeah, I think it kind of looks rude, but um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I'm just, yeah, really doing what I feel like the best I know how to, like just like keep honoring and being me and yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing about rude is like that's on the person that's perceiving it. Again, about the perceptions, it's like always on other people think someone else is being rude, and most often people aren't actually trying to be rude. There are some people, but yeah, most people aren't actually trying to be rude. It's other people just taking offense. Um, and it don't need to be like that either. So yeah, yeah, we're really finding like yeah, like our balance in all of this. Um, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain Eckhart videos I watched recently where he really like just nails it on point of like mental dialogue that goes on, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just been like really helpful to see like how stupid like just yeah, a lot of that just assumption based thinking is. I'm like, yeah, it's just like so extra to like go into these like elaborate ass dramatic stories of what's going on when it's like, yeah, that's just a story. Like it's not even happening. So yeah,
Mhm.
I'm like catching my own mind more and more of like, hey, is that actually happening? Or do you just like
is that like a trigger that's making you feel like, oh, you're unsafe, this is happening, blah blah blah. I'm like, is it real or just like a residual trigger, you know? So yeah, I've been having those like important check-ins. And yeah, May, it's about Shark Tanks time there. So just yeah, I see that beautiful little eye, and yeah, it looks like it's blinking really hard to stay open. So just things about that Shark Tanks time.
Yeah, now I don't remember what you were saying. I was like really listening right there with you. Um, yeah, I didn't feel like I was falling asleep. I am getting sleepy in general, but yeah, whatever you were saying made me remember that another detail of the doors lock story was it was like thunderstorming during that time. So yeah, Ma also had gotten concerned because I had recently gotten scared. Um, like I said, it was the 4th of July weekend, so there was literally fireworks going off that sounded like gunshots. So that's actually why I was feeling scared and not safe. But yeah, it also happened to be like thunder and stuff, whatever that day as well. So yeah, that day with the doors locked, there was no fireworks, but it was like a thunderstorm. So yeah, she was like also worried that I might be just scared because it was a thunderstorm or whatever, and just like locked myself in the room or something. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that franticness to where people get disconnected though. Like yeah, the care and concern is definitely there. It's just like the way that it comes across. It's like, yeah, I have to remember like their actual intention, you know? Um, yeah, that's really been helpful is yeah, when I feel like I'm really upset or triggered, it's like most of the time people aren't actually trying to do that. So what are they actually intending? And I'm like, they're just trying to be fucking helpful and they just do it in like a really stupid way.
Yeah, yeah. I have to remind myself that just with sleeping, because I feel like I do my best to go to sleep like at a reasonable hour. But yeah, people around here like just yeah, just wake up real happy and loud. And yeah, that's not my normal way to wake up is like early, happy and loud. I'm just like that's yeah, not really my norm. So yeah, I have to remind myself when I wake up like very sleepy and triggered. I was like, nobody's doing this intentionally. Like it's just a morning. People are happy to be alive and they're ready to start their days. And yeah, I'm a witch. I stay up fucking late with the moon and the cosmos. So it's nothing personal. It's just, yeah, the kind of battles and struggles of being a witch in modern society. Or, yeah, definitely, yeah, for not like in our own like mountain, secluded and shit. Yeah, like kind of witches living with somewhat society. Yeah, I just have to remind myself these things.
Dude, I really feel you on all that. Seriously, that's something that I'm still constantly doing that about sleep and loud noises in the morning, whether they're inside the house or neighbors doing stuff with loud machines outside. I'm like, people are just trying to live their life and like get shit done, they just, fulfilling their goals or whatever intention. So yeah, especially that's them on the weekends. That's them. They wake up early and just be happy. To me, it's early. They actually do sleep in, but to me, it's early. So they just wake up early. They're happy and they're loud as fuck on the weekends. And they just get shit done, dog. Like, shit they've just been waiting to do all week. Like, during the weekdays, I don't really hear them. I hear them, but I go back to sleep really easily because they're pretty quiet. But on the weekends, dog, they just, like, they home. They just doing shit. Like, they really doing shit.
And yeah, especially mom, pa. Sometimes I really don't even hear him or know if he's here. But Shay Shay, like, she just loud as fuck. You always know when she's around and what she up to. She's just like a bold, like thunderfoot woman.
She moving with purpose.
Yeah, she was moving with all kind of impulses.
Yeah, I was like, I could feel that. I was like, she's so impulsified. Yeah, she got all types of little projects and investments all over the place.
Her project, she just be going in and out. Just yeah, on the porch, in the garden, in the kitchen. Yeah, she just be all over the fucking place, dog. What's that? I'm like, you saw me get up? Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, my head is off the pillow on that. What the fuck was that? Scare me up off my pillow here.
Ashley sent me a meme and it said, when you're home alone late night, blaze as fuck, and the fridge starts making ice. And it's like this white lady, and she's like this. But yeah, that's how I feel all the time. I'll just be like Blaze sitting here, like minding my business. And yeah, the fridge just makes these really, really weird noises. Out of nowhere. So she's been over here. And yeah, like I remember the first time she was over here, we were on the couch and like yeah, I just kept trying to talk and she got really scared. She was like, "Oh no, like what the fuck was that? Like seriously, like I'm not okay. What was that?"
Damn, yeah, I feel like we reacted the same. I'm like way over here and I was still like really concerned and like yeah, I was like, I need an answer. What the fuck was that? Yeah.
Like ghost fridge. Yeah, it just makes these noises. And specifically at like weird hours of the night. Like I don't really hear it during the day. I hear it at nighttime. So yeah, when she sent me that meme, it was really fucking specific. I keep thinking about it every time I hear it now.
Yeah, I'm so glad she's saying that too. Yeah, that definitely helps. It like puts it into perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, because I am like mostly used to it, but yeah, there are those like, yeah, nights where, yeah, it still gets me every once in a while. I definitely get startled.
Yo, the noises that we each heard at each other's house. You're like, what's that house? Fire detector? And I was just like, oh, yeah, actually, I don't know.
Like nobody knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've all had different ideas and gone around looking by ourselves, and then there's been multiple times where we're all like somebody brings it up and then we're all just like, yeah, for real, what the fuck is that? Let's go. And we just go walking around trying to find the source of that sound. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, wait, did we figure it out? And just yeah. As far as I know, we still don't know what it is that makes that noise. So
It just
yeah.
and yeah, there's the smoke detector, but there's also the carbon monoxide detector in houses. Remember the mom's like, yeah, guys, don't stay inside all day. I took out the carbon monoxide detector because like the batteries were beeping all night. So yeah, she basically just like took the batteries out so it shut up. But yeah, she's like, don't stay inside all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe it's like something more.
Yeah, I thought it was something, one of those kind of things, but the thing is like we just hear the noise, and then when we try to follow where we think it's coming from, like we literally just end up walking all over the house like fucking jackasses and just haven't found anything. Like,
don't know where it's coming from. That's like so stupid. The house is so big and there's like, yeah, there's echoes and yeah, we don't know. Just really don't know.
You said jackass. I'm just like you three like walking around like sort of like fucking with y'all like oh yeah like let me have him come in here and like oh yeah let me check it out over here and then y'all just like end up like yeah we don't know.
Yeah, because Baya asked us a couple months ago when he came home, and that's like when we really lost it because he realized like it hadn't registered for any of us. Like we just kept sitting at the table, eating, talking, doing whatever. And like none of us had noticed the sound except him. And it happened a couple months before that. Mina Masi from Sweden was here and she asked us and we realized like, yeah, we're so used to it. Like none of us had even heard it. It was like, yeah, it's been reminding me of us in Gainesville. You remember that the ceilings were so high? Um, yeah, it's exactly like that. Like we're just used to it. At least there we knew what the fuck it was and why, but here, yeah, we just be hearing it, dog. Like, or we hear it when other people point it out, I guess.
Yeah, see, that's what, yeah, the exact thing of like the power of the mind and focus, like that's such a ticket in manifesting. Like that beeping's going off like all day, every day, but y'all don't hear it anymore. So
Mm.
it's there, it's happening, but y'all just like don't focus on it. Y'all focus on other shit. So, yeah, just like the mental powers of the mind to choose focus. That's a really great example. Like, y'all literally don't hear a loud ass beeping anymore.
Yeah, and that's like, yeah, that also connects with safety, right? Because I feel like the noises that we do pay attention to, it's because they're new. There's a concern for safety or just like needing to know what it is before we can relax and continue to go about our business. But that it's like, yeah, we know we've heard it. We know we've tried to figure it out and just we don't know. So that's that at this point, you know. So it's yeah, it's no cause for concern. And yeah, yeah, there is like yeah, there's no need to focus on it, you know, or put attention there right now, you know.
Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, everything.
I know. I just like I feel like I just like heard your voice asking me those questions in the kitchen, and yeah, my brain registering what you were even talking about, and then realizing I had heard that noise, but yeah, I didn't notice it at all until
Yeah.
because yeah, you didn't say what's that noise. You were just the first thing you said was like, "What's that? A smoke detector or something?" Like. Yeah, so I didn't know what you were talking about, and then realizing like, oh, there was like she heard a sound and I didn't, and then I was like, wait, I did hear it, but I didn't pay attention to it. So yeah, oh, that thing, yeah, we don't know.
Yeah. I remember hearing that about like motherhood. Like, yeah, when you have a baby, you like can't not hear their crying, but as time goes by, you just like learn to tune it out as a skill.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
older they get, it's they're usually not crying because they actually need you. So you'll just like learn to tune it out. But yeah, when you're like a new mother, you cannot tune out that fucking crying for anything. Like that's all you hear. But yeah, over time, that muscle develops and they could be throwing a fit about whatever and you just really don't hear it. So yeah.
Yeah, I could say the same about a cat baby. Definitely couldn't ignore my cat baby at first, but over the years, I learned to ignore the shit out of him, and he just go about his business with his hungry ass, and I just keep sleeping and feed him when I'm ready to wake up.
Just yeah, the other people that ain't used to it will just wake up and feed your cat because they can't just yeah, or the village can just come through on you now. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about the moments when it's just me and him and he's literally waiting for me. But yeah, those alignments are really nice. It's really great to have a village that wakes up before you do to feed your cat for you. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the cat's definitely real happy and appreciative about that. So
Are you
yeah.
talking about yourself or mom?
I was talking about when we would come and stay with you, and like, yeah, you would literally just be sleeping, and he would be meowing loud as fuck, and so, yeah, be all like in the kitchen with him, feeding him, and you'd just be like, yeah,
What? You fed Pickles, dog? I do not remember that.
yeah, yeah. That's when he had his like diet ball and all that shit. So yeah, I remember all of that. It was so fucking loud. Like I
Stupid.
I thought he was really fucking loud. I think that fucking diaball banging around was really fucking loud. Like I thought all of that was
That's
so loud.
stupid.
And
Oh, this is so stupid.
especially all of that, man. Like,
Damn.
yeah.
Do you remember? Oh, yeah, I probably would have forgot about the diet ball if it wasn't for you, too. You remember the shit out of it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Watching him slap that thing
I can
around.
hear it. I know. I can hear the noise. And I see like two or three pieces come out at a time, and like he would just be so disappointed. He would just like stare at them and stare at the ground, like, man, this shit ain't even worth it. Like, yeah, I did try, and then I just got tired of seeing him looking so damn pathetic, and I was like, man, fuck this. You just go ahead and eat with your chub chub and just be thick and proud.
I feel sorry for him when I saw how big he was. I was like, I don't feel sorry for him. He needs a diet. But then when I saw him in that ball, and I was like, yeah, he's just so like unmotivated now. Like he don't even want to eat, and it looked really emo. I was like, yeah, I don't like that.
Just so emo. Like,
Like he was so emo now.
he was so sensitive. Especially about his food, man. Yeah. I felt the same way too. I was like, well, his fat ass need to lose some weight just so he'll be healthier. But then, yeah, when I saw the emo and mental components, I was like, damn, I can really relate. So I ain't gonna be the one to put him through that. So yeah, I say you just eat boo boo and you just be fat and happy. Let that be your health.
Yeah.
Right now, yam yam. I was just thinking about my cake in the fridge. That's like an affirmation to go get my cake. I have all these like healthy snacks in my room, like really close by, but yeah, I want cake.
Yeah. Go the extra distance.
She's going the distance. She's going for cake.
You can do it.
So fat ass. I'm like literally making my chunk ass get out of bed just to go get cake.
you're like stretching and like really like mentally preparing to like move and walk, and like it was like a whole process to go get some fucking cake.
It's gonna be worth it. They ain't going for speed.
Yeah, she's aiming to please.
She's aiming to move with ease. All right, here we go, ma'am. BRB.
All right now. Handle that, chunk.
So two funny things. I could hear your chomping in the kitchen. Like that's how good this technology picks up the sounds and carries it. And then the other thing I realized was I've been like giving myself a hard time about like not being disciplined and like structure and discipline, but I think most people would have eaten this in one night. I was so disciplined that this is my third night eating the amount of cake that was in here. So, when it's something that you really care about, I think you can be really disciplined and structured if you put your mind to it, if the desire is truly there, like why just eat it one night when I could enjoy it for 3 nights,
Yeah. Yeah. I think being really disciplined about your cake eating is, yeah, it's really powerful. Oops. Damn it, like, 111.